Life unscripted from prep to play. Pull up a chair, don't be late. Hands are clean.
Hi everyone, welcome back to From Prep to Plate. I'm your home cook, Chef Montgomery. Today we're going to make steak tacos. Now, what I've done is I've gone out, I've done a little prep before we got here. I'm prepped up some lettuce so I can dice that up for you real quick. Onion, tomato, and I gotta have a jalapeno, so we'll have some of that. I've also took some cheese already out of the package and have it ready to go. Today we're going to use some Mexican oregano. I just recently heard about it and got it, so I'm excited to use that today. And then we're gonna use some cilantro. I didn't get any fresh because they didn't have any at the store today. And then some taco seasoning. And then, of course, we have our Montgomery sauce, the good stuff. It goes on everything. So we're going to put that on today. We're going to get my gloves on. Today, since we're going to do this, I've decided to use the induction and the wok because it worked really well last time. So I've just got it on. Warm it up a little bit. So I've already sharpened my knives that we're going to use today, cleaned them because remember, knife safety, sharp is good, dull is bad, you'll get hurt. I also have some taco shells, some flour. I like the softer ones, so we're going to throw those in the microwave for just 10 seconds to kind of warm those up and we're done. And then I have my Blackstone taco holder, so as we put the tacos together, we'll put them in there. So what I've done is I've gone out and purchased a chuck roast. Now, the chuck roast is a multi-versatile piece of meat. I love it for a lot of different things. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take this guy and I'm going to grab the other knife here real quick. We're going to take this out. And what we're going to do is we're going to slice up some of this big guy nice and thin. Look at that. The marble, the fat in there, that's going to make it nice and juicy with this. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to cut some nice thin strips here of this chuck. I don't want them too thick because if they are, they're going to be chewy. We don't want chewy tacos. Okay? So we're going to slice this up, slice enough up here for a few tacos, and then while this is cooking, we'll go ahead and cut some of our vegetables here and get those ready as well. And I'm going to leave the fat on here because I want the fat's going to give some extra flavor to it. We don't want to just cut fat off of everything. You can, don't get me wrong. We always cook for ourselves or our friends or family, so we know what they want. And when I say I'm cutting this really thin, you can see that this is real thin. So this sharp knife, again, really makes a big difference. There's a little sizzle going on as that little piece of meat fell in there. So let's just do a little bit more here. I like meat on my tacos. I don't know about the rest of you. I don't like going to these fast food places and getting tacos and you look and there's maybe a teaspoon of meat in there, depending on what you're getting. So I don't play that. I gotta cook. So we're gonna go with this right here. Give me just a second, I'm gonna set this over here. So, well, you know what? Hold on, let's do this. I'll put that there. Let's take our chuck, set it on the plate, just set it over there for a moment. Let's just give this an extra slicer, make them even smaller bits. There we go. Move my knife. Remember, always put your knife on the side of the sink. Don't just put it in the sink with other items. Don't put it in water where people can't see it. You'll forget about it because we get distracted and other things are going on. We don't want that to happen. So I'm just kind of separating this up a little bit more here. All right. Now we're going to put this into our wok over here that's got a nice sizzle going on already. And I'll be right back. Let me grab a different cutting board. I don't want to do cross-contamination between things. And so let's get another board out here. I'm going to take off from this. Turn this down a little bit. Stir up our meat here a little bit. That going in there. And as that's going, I'm actually going to do a little taco seasoning in there on top. Just going to eyeball that. Oh, that smells good already. Because these are small, they're not going to take long to cook up, so I should probably just pay attention to these first because it won't take long before I cut up the other parts of our dish here, so we'll let that go for an extra moment. We're going to get in a little cilantro. And a little Mexican oregano on top of here. Oh, of course, it's a new bottle. I haven't opened it yet. There we go. And the reason why I'm patting it is because there are various tiny holes on there, and I'm trying to get some of that seasoning out of the container and into my dish here. These are almost cooked up already.
Maybe you need to cut more.
What's that?
Maybe you need to cut up more.
Oh no, there's plenty in here. There is plenty in here. I'm just going to give this another moment here real quick. Lots of nice juices. You smell that over there?
I can smell it.
I don't know if you
Good.
can or not with that smell-o-vision. Look at that. Nice juice, fats from the steak itself. All right, I'm going to turn that off. We're just going to let that sit. Because it's an induction, it'll cool down very quickly, so I'm okay with that. We're just going to leave that sit right there for a moment. I'm just going to set this here. All right, hands are clean. I'll wipe them off over there real quick. Let's go ahead and we're going to dice up some lettuce here real quick. And I already took this off of the larger head of lettuce and cleaned it already, so I'm just dicing this down to smaller pieces. Again, you can go larger pieces of lettuce, you can go smaller pieces of lettuce, whichever one you want. And as you're cutting, be cautious. Watch out for your fingers, okay? Lettuce is one of those that's kind of hard to do the knuckle and up against the knife, so just be very self-conscious about where your knife is and your fingers as opposed to that whole situation there. Okay? I'll take the lettuce here. I have a bowl. Scoop this into here. Have our lettuce. I'll put that to the side. Okay. Let's take some onion. So what I've already done here is I've cut the onion in half. It's flat, it makes it easier to cut. So I'm going to actually just do some small feather slices, because I don't need the whole thing, this way. So where people go at the angle this way into the onion, you don't really need to, because the onion's already got angles to it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight down here, and then I'll show you when I cut, it's going to give me very small pieces of diced onion. All right, so now that I've got that done, I'm just going to come right against here, cut this down. Okay, and as you can see, it's diced by doing that process. I don't need all the extra cut into the onion the way that some people do. We don't need to do that. And I'm going to cut just a little more of this onion here. Okay, set that over here to the side. Break this up. And beautifully diced, evenly sized pieces of onion. Put my little bowl there. We're going to put those pieces in there. And I think today Melissa's popping in to have some steak tacos today, so we'll get her on camera to sample. That's why I thought, well, make a little extra for everybody. Okay. All right, now with the tomato, the paring knife is over there. I didn't grab it up, so I'm not going to core it. I'm just going to go ahead, slice off the top piece. And what I'm going to do then is slice some thin layers here of the tomato. And again, watch your fingers. Now I'm going to stack it back up. As you can see, it's flat. So I'm just going to go some nice, easy slices this way. And then I'm going to go back across this way. And this is going to give me diced tomatoes. Now you can buy them in a can. You can do what you want. Sometimes they'll fall apart like you just saw that they'll fall down. But just grab those little pieces, cut them, beware of your knife again. And there's some diced tomato. That's ready to go. Get some of this in the bowl. Okay, I'm going to move that over there. I'll be right back. I'm going to rinse this off real quick. My hand and the knife real fast before I do the jalapeno. So I decided to do this with all fresh ingredients today and show you how to chop some of the items just for ease. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to chop off that little tip and I'm going to slice open the jalapeno. Now in the jalapeno, you'll see there's the center where all the seeds are. If you don't like really hot or spicy, you can pull the seeds out of there. The seeds are what usually adds the extra heat. And take out that little bit of membrane. Okay, I'm going to set this one to the side because we're not going to need the whole thing. And then I'm going to dice off the top piece. I'm going to do some quick strips of the jalapeno. Put those back together. And then just some small dices here. And then you can go back through any that didn't get cut or got missed. That's fine. I'm going to set that to the side because not everybody likes jalapeno. So we'll set that there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and toss these in the microwave for 10 seconds, so bear with me. Just to warm them up. Timer cook. Get that going. Just warm these up real fast again, just for a second. Let's put this to the side here real quick. Let's get our taco shell rack. That didn't warm them up really a whole lot. Let's get a little bit longer here.
It's gonna depend on your microwave.
Right. And again, the induction heats up again real quick, so I'm just gonna warm this back up because it's been sitting there. That's a great flavor. A little more sizzle in there. That's perfect. Start getting some taco meat in here. Or steak, I mean, taco meat, steak. As you can see, there's one. We're going to put that right in our container here so we can line up all the ingredients on top that we want. Again, you can do this with shredded chicken, you can do it with hamburger, anything that you want. I just thought steak tacos sounded good for this episode to show you just how simple it really is to cook up. Let's load this one up a little bit here. Well, geez, I mean, if we're going to have tacos, you want meat in there. Like I say, we don't want a little bit. So I always like to add the cheese first. So what I'm going to do is put cheese on each of these. I'm going to put it down on top of that taco. And yeah, tacos are a messy dish. You're going to get stuff around your cooking station. You know how I am about cleanliness and everything. So that's okay. Do you want tomatoes on yours? Okay, so let's grab some tomatoes. We'll put some tomatoes in here. And I'm pretty sure she likes tomatoes. We'll put tomatoes in here. Get some on there. Okay. I want some onions. Do you want onions on yours? Just a little. Just a little onion. Okay, just a little onion. There we go, little onion. We'll put a little on here for Melissa as well. We've got that.
Jalapeno.
The jalapeno. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, let's reach for that jalapeno. I'm gonna get some jalapeno on mine. You want some jalapeno?
Sure.
Okay. You think Melissa likes jalapeno?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll put a little on hers too. Get a little on there. And there. Paper towel. Okay. And then we've got our sauce. So before we put the sauce on, here's our tacos right there. Again, chuck for steak. We've got Mexican cheese. We've got diced lettuce, tomatoes, onions, jalapenos on there. And then, of course, our sauce. We're going to add that to the top as well, just to get a nice drizzle across there. Again, it's been tasting good on everything, so why not put it on tacos? Let's give that a shot too. So, if you want to go get Melissa, let's bring her in, and I'll just edit the video from this point, and when we come back, I'll do a marker set.
Come in and eat. You're going to eat on camera. Hey, I have to eat on camera every time, so. He wasn't sure, so one of these two is yours. Because he wasn't sure how much you liked onions, tomatoes, all jalapenos. I figured
Great.
you did.
Okay.
So
let's come over this way just a little bit. So we've got Melissa Rojas here with us, everybody, from our regular from Life Unscripted with Morgan and Chris, our podcast, because we're filming today at the center. So today we've got steak tacos. We used chuck roast, thinly sliced. We've got cheese, tomatoes, diced onions, fresh lettuce, little jalapenos on there, and then of course our Montgomery sauce. Today I used some Mexican oregano, some cilantro, and taco seasonings in with it, so we'll give that all a flavor taste. I'll grab this one here. You can grab that center one, Melissa. And that one's just got a little bit of onion on it.
Because I'm not a big onion person.
So here we go. We're gonna give this all a flavor taste here. Everybody, yum yum, enjoy. Couple napkins here.
Tastes pretty good.
You know, I can taste on mine that Mexican oregano, believe it or not.
Oh, that's good.
It has
Yeah, it is oregano.
yeah, a different flavor in there on top of all the other stuff.
Thank you, Morgan.
All right, so there we go. Steak tacos made easy. As I talk, as I chew. Yum yum. So
Yeah,
I hope
thanks,
you
Chef
hope
Montgomery.
I hope you enjoy
I'll have
it.
to come back next time you're filming here at the center.
Well, usually we tell that they're playing cards in there. They're always, what's left over and everything. So, again, very easy meal. Hope you enjoyed it today. From all of us here at From Prep to Plate, Chris, again, thank you. Melissa, thank you for allowing us to use your kitchen. We appreciate it. We enjoy having you on the podcast. So, remember, like, follow, share.
Dripping.
Chris is over there dripping.
I'm dripping.
She should have taken a plate with her.
I should have.
You can find us on Spotify under Life Unscripted with Morgan and Chris, and you can find the YouTube channel From Prep to Plate, which is you're watching right now. So again, from all of us to all of you, thank you out there. We really appreciate each and every one of you. See you next time.
Don't be late. Hands are clean.